So by changing the orientation to vertical, the domains, or magnetic regions, can utilize the depth of the material while continuing to shrink the area on the disk that each domain takes up. The next advancement we're going to look into is called Shingled Magnetic Recording, or SMR, which started being commercially available around 2020. Before shingled magnetic recording, hard drives typically used the technique classic magnetic recording, or CMR, where the tracks of data are 90 nanometers wide and have guard bands on either side of the track. However, with shingled recording, the tracks are written to partially overlap with previously written tracks, with no guard bands to separate each track. Thus, we can fit many more tracks and much more data into a given area. Note that the read head is much smaller than the write head, and as a result, one shingled track can be reliably read at a time. The issue, however, is that if you write over a track, and the upper track of shingled data is still good or valid data, the drive will first have to read and store that valid data in the DRAM buffer, and then write both the lower track of new data and the upper track of valid data. And as a result, the buffering and the extra read and write steps can result in a loss of performance. The third advancement we're going to discuss is heat-assisted magnetic recording, or HAMR, which is not yet commercially available.